I mean, alright, let me just start the match. It's like, you know, you got your ass raped in the regular season, even though you had a pretty good lineup. So at least like go out with a little bit of dignity. I mean, seriously, like, is teammate really just gonna go out cheesing the rest of the season and doing retarded dances? Like, come on now. You're Asian, die with a little honor. There's Jaehoon, all smiles. He's rehearsing his dance in his head right now. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna proxy gate Jangbi and then go do a stupid dance again. Freaking Jaehoon, whatever. So this is gonna be a PvP. We're gonna be on Jade, and so Jangbi recently lost to Bisu in a pretty epic long PvP on Electric Circuit. And Jaehoon failed horribly after getting proxy gated by flying on chain reaction, getting himself into a good position, and then I don't even know what he did. He just, you know, he just did some standard fail hoon and lost anyway. And then teammate lost the match because of that. And Jaehoon was like crushed, man. He's like head in his hands. Oh, maybe. Wait, do you think they're all high right now or something? Because teammate looks really happy. Like, if you saw them last match, they were crushed. They were up to, like the last two matches, they got up 2-1 and then they lost 3-2. And both times they just like looked completely defeated. Like last match, you could just see it in their eyes, you know, their souls had been crushed. And now they're all like smiles and dancing and shit. Like, they've definitely been drugged. I'm not even kidding anymore. Somebody needs to go check that. We need to have like a blood test or something. I don't like something's happening here. Jaehoon, I'm onto you, man. This is like match fixing scandal number 2, except it's like drug fixing or something. I don't even know. Anyway, alright, who's who here? Alright, looks like Jangbi's yellow, Jaehoon's orange. Alright, sweet. Let me get these clock positions on. Alright, I can't because we're looking at the commentators. Out. Get off the screen. Get off the screen. I'd much rather just look at January than you. Alright, fantastic. Alright, P1 and P7. Sweet. So, yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just waiting for Jangbi to die in a stupid fashion, and then Jaehoon to do a stupid dance. And then Kong can get 3-0'd. That would actually, now that I think about it a little bit more, it would be exceedingly amusing if Khan actually didn't make the playoffs. It's like you're like #1 ranked 2 weeks before the playoffs, and you're like, yeah, I got this in the bag. And then you just bomb out against teammate, and I don't even know who they're playing next, but that would actually be really funny. You know what? You know what? I would actually be okay with that. If Khan gets 3-0 their next 2 matches, I would at least be able to appreciate the irony in life. So yeah, you know what? So here's hoping then. Alright, you know what now? Alright, I've decided. I'm rooting for Jaehoon now. Jaehoon, you're probably gonna lose, but I'm still rooting for you. Okay, cool. So looks like Jaehoon has gone for the, or sorry, Jangbi has gone for the scout first. He's going towards the top left now. Jaehoon has not scouted yet. He's built his second pylon a little bit on the right side there. Gives him a little bit more area to build his other buildings in. Jangbi just kind of stuck his at the top right of his base, so not giving himself as much room. Although he can kind of like hide a citadel back there if he wants to. Anyway, looks like we have a Zilla blocking the ramp, and by blocking the ramp I mean that's not actually blocking the ramp. Jangbi has decided to be bad. I'm pretty sure that's not blocking the ramp. It looks like it's half a hex too far to the left. It's like not directly in the middle. Maybe it still blocks, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Jaehoon is not even going to scout with a probe anyway, so it won't make a difference, but anyway. First Dragoon's coming out here, and presumably he'll actually be able to guess from this scout timing that Jangbi is cross-map. I think Jangbi did do the standard gateway scout. So, oh, looks like the Dragoon is actually going to take some free damage here. Jaehoon pulling a Jaehoon. Not really, he's fine, he's going to run away. Jangbi. Actually, he's not going to send the pro back to mine. He's going to go look around a little bit more. And, ooh, what is this? What is this? Are we going to have Le Proxy, or is he actually just trying to avoid these Dragoons? I think he might actually just be trying to avoid the Dragoons to get it, and like go around the long way to get a scout in. Although, no, he actually stopped at the 12 o'clock. We could be seeing a proxy. So far it is 2-gate Robo versus 2-gate Robo. Okay, that makes it very unlikely that it's a proxy, but he has... Jaehoon has hidden a probe scout at the 12. Meanwhile, is going to deny this probe scout of Jangbi. So far so good. And oh, if he gets into the main, that'll be quite huge. Oh, very nice move from Jaehoon. Yeah, good job. Good job, Failhoon. And of course, when I say Failhoon now, I do mean that as affectionately as possible, you know? It's like when you think of a mean nickname for like the one-legged retarded puppy. You know, you mean it as affectionately as possible, even though it is a one-legged retarded puppy. So yeah, so Jaehoon knows exactly what's going on in Jangbi's base. It's essentially the same build. I think Jangbi went Gate Robo Gate and Jaehoon did Gate Robo, so it's like slightly different order, but it doesn't make a huge difference. Although in this case, it does mean that Jaehoon has one extra Dragoon here at the front, but that Zealot's going to be able to tank a lot of shots, so it would be a little bit tricky for Jangbi to micro this down. It's possible, but it's difficult. Also, the reinforcement route is so short that it's probably not a good idea. Anyways, interestingly, Jaehoon actually has a nice supply lead. He has a 6 supply lead right now, and he's getting his Nexus up. Now, this is very interesting. Presumably, Jangbi went Observer first, so he's gone for 3-gate obs, which, I mean, I've been saying in like a lot of recent PvPs is kind of a good, you know, standard build to do on reverse ramp or no ramp maps. But I feel like if Jaehoon, you know, sets up a nice position here at the top of the wide ramp, which he is doing, and has decent-ish micro, he should be okay. 2-gate against 3, I mean, you know, we saw saw Harangi fail miserably in his 3-gate versus Suns 2, but this is going to be a little bit tricky. Jaehoon might at least need a shield battery or something. I mean, he's going to probably go for Reavers and just, you know, go straight defensive Reavers with no shuttle. But that's going to take a little while here, and I'm actually quite nervous now. Now for Jaehoon. Looks like the Observer's actually going to see each other. But doesn't really make a difference. Jangbi actually playing a little bit timidly here. I think it's because he's actually not sure exactly what Jaehoon's doing. I mean, if they were both going 3-gate obs and Jangbi tried to bust that ramp, he'd be completely slaughtered. So now he's actually going to confirm that there is an expansion here. Is he going to commit? I think he's going to have to, because that Nexus is already finished. So this timing now is very, very small. The window of opportunity for Jangbi to actually do some serious damage here. I think, Jangbi's actually going to expand behind, but he really needs to do some damage. I mean, his expansion is so much later. His is just starting now, and Jaehoon's is already finished. And alright, let's see. How many goons does he have? Looks like 11-ish goons? I mean, the thing is, Jaehoon's got a really nice position. He's got an arc of Dragoons here. He's got the Zealot and a Pylon at the front to tank shots. I mean, even if Jangbi has a slightly superior Dragoon count, which he does, it's going to be extremely difficult to make this work. I really think, like, the window of opportunity is basically shut now. Ooh, he does actually snipe the Observer, though. That's quite cute. So yeah, Jangbi, it looks like he's not going to press the issue, just going to play from behind a little bit. And make no mistake, he's absolutely playing from behind. His expansion is still constructing, and Jaehoon's already mining away happily. Looks like he's made a shuttle. He's going to get his own Reaver, but Jaehoon's smartly pushing out here. Going to reclaim his wide ramp. I think this is a very good move, not for Jaehoon to be too passive, because another issue with this would be if Jangbi used his Dragoon advantage to kind of hold that area outside the natural there, and eventually like brought a Reaver over and kind of like Reaver Goon contained Jaehoon. Like, even if Jaehoon had a superior production, it would just be really annoying to try and break out of that. Especially since if you just look at the architecture of the map, between the natural and this wide ramp, there's kind of like a long sliver of pretty narrow stuff. I mean, if you remember Action versus Jangbi, I think, also, where Action tried to sunken contain him, like, that was kind of the same principle. It's just kind of abusing that very narrow area leading up to this wide ramp. But anyway, Another AI pylon being constructed at the top of the ramp here. AI pylon refers to the fact that if Jangbi does try and attack up here, some of his Dragoons will auto-target the pylon rather than Jaehoon's Dragoons, just because the AI is not perfect. I mean, it's not even an AI mistake, really. It's just the pylon is the closest target, so they shoot that first until they see a higher priority threat. Anyway, Jangbi trying to do some fancy micro with this Reaver. He's got to be a little bit careful. Jaehoon has a Reaver of his own, and he's on the high ground. Of course, there is that observer spotting for Jangbi, but looks like he's just going to back up here. No reason to really commit. However, he's got to do something. His expansion was so much later. I mean, it looks like the tech is about equal. Jaehoon, though, is still ahead in supply and probably going to pull ahead even further with his second base in full swing. Looks like Jangbi's is as well. And Jangbi's still the one at least kind of putting on the pressure a little bit. He's not being super aggressive, but you know, he is holding that that ridge outside the natural there. And actually, Jaehoon, did he just make another Nexus there? The observer kind of clicked on it very quickly. I think Jaehoon has actually taken his third already, being very, very greedy here. Not even, or barely reaching 100 supply. Yeah, there's the Nexus, already taking his third. And Jangbi's observer spots this. Now, this is very, very interesting. I mean, with two Reavers and that wide ramp, it's going to be very difficult for Jangbi to break up there. But there is that second vulnerability, obviously, at the bottom right there, at the narrow ramp. Although, of course, attacking up there is even more difficult than attacking up the wide ramp. And yeah, it looks like Jangbi gonna try for this, but Jaehoon immediately pulling his units down to defend, and Jangbi realizes it's not a good idea. He's gonna back up. There are two AI pylons there to block that off. By the way, the random pylons we see, the observer was just giving a shot of, are pylons that Jaehoon placed above his natural to kind of give an early warning against any Reaver harass going into his natural. So those are very nice spotter pylons. You can actually see on the minimap they're providing a nice radius of vision around his natural. By the way, it's funny because you know a lot of Protoss players, like when you play PvT, you know, you wall in your expansion against vultures with pylons, for example, or you know, like pylons at a forge or something. Or well, yeah, I guess that's like the primary example when you do like these pylon walls. But in fact, walling in with buildings in PvP can also be surprisingly effective. Like I used to think walling in PvP didn't really make that much sense. But you know, if the other guy like commits to a decent sized attack on that expansion and you have like a random wall there, it can actually bug out their units quite a bit. Like Dragoons get stuck and like, you know, they like attack the buildings and they don't actually run up the ramp, obviously because they can't, and it's actually really, really helpful. And you know, you need the pylons anyway, so I think building pylon walls is often a good idea, even in PvP. Anyway, Jangbi can respond by taking his own third, but you know, Jaehoon's once again has a quicker expansion and he's getting his infrastructure up. Actually, no, it looks like the expansion timing is similar, but yeah, Jaehoon getting a ton of gateways. So I mean, Jangbi, it's really funny. He's just kind of content to play from behind here. Although to be fair, there's really not much that he can do. You know, defensive Protoss is really, really strong between Reavers and Storms, like, and the high ground there. It would kind of be suicide to attack, so I can't really blame Jangbi. This is just quite interesting. Anyway, ooh, looks like Jaehoon get a few Dragoons caught out here. Looks like he's gonna lose perhaps 2 or 3 Dragoons for free. He is still nicely ahead in the supply though, 139 to 128. Random DTs running around. I haven't seen either of them do any significant damage now. That Zealot having a heart attack there, having a seizure. Or I guess alternatively, you could look at it as humping his fellow Zealot. Anyways, 10 gateways up. Oh my god! Is that going up to 13 gateways? 14 gateways? Wait, he's going up to 13 gateways on his 3 bases, whereas Jangbi is on 7. I wonder who's going to have more units. Although we can have a storm drop here, it does get a decent number of probes. Looks like actually 10 probes there. That's surprisingly many. 13 kills in total on that Archon. That was definitely worth it, I think. Wow, I thought it only clipped the tail end of that probe line, but apparently pretty good. The Dragoon's obviously going to clean up that Archon, but Jaehoon's still ahead, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, you know, his Nexus is were up faster, so should have had more probes to begin with anyway. And now Jangbi has started to add on his gateways. Now, this is going to be very interesting. Is Jaehoon going to continue this very greedy style and just expand again, or is he going to press the attack? He does have the unit advantage. I think he has the tech advantage as well. Jangbi just used 2 Templars for his storms, or for a storm drop, and I don't see any with his army. Okay, no, it looks like he does have a few Templar with his army. He also obviously has his 2 Reavers still. And actually got a second shuttle here, probably just going to go for another drop. Although Jaehoon, is he going to try and press the issue? I don't know if this is the best idea. He has a 25 supply lead. He actually grabs 1 High Templar for free. This is actually very crucial. If he can get those High Templar, it looks like he does get another one. The Storm goes off though. Reaver's getting huge shots off. Storm's going off, and Jaehoon is going for the attack. He's attacking up the ramp. He feels that he has a sufficient unit advantage that it doesn't even matter that he's out of position, and I think he might be right here. Storm's going off on everything. Jangbi is in trouble. Jangbi got no Zealots left. Zealots and Archons of Jaehoon closing with Jangbi's army here. Jaehoon is going to close out this series. Jangbi knows it. It is going to be a 3-0. Team 8 is about to crush Samsung Khan here. One of the bottom teams. I don't think they're dead last. I think they might be second, like 7th in the rankings. Just above Air Force Ace, but they're about to take down the top team in the rankings here, and getting 3-0'd is definitely not what Khan wants, considering they're still not safe in the finals yet. This actually means I think they're going to be dependent on winning their next match to make the finals, especially since without even winning a game here, they don't even improve their overall score. So, yeah, Jangbi's getting taken down. He's down like 40 supply now. I don't really think there's any way for him to win anymore. Very nice storms from Jaehoon, and GG from Jangbi. Team 8 takes out Samsung Khan. Let's see if Jaehoon is going to do a stupid dance or whether he will have some pride. Jangbi taking it on the chin. Alright, Jaehoon, what do you got? What do you got? Jaehoon has... Oh, alright, he's doing the high fives. He's doing the high fives, and... Alright, see? See, that's what I'm talking about. Have some pride, man. Have some integrity. So, yeah, Khan is not looking too happy. Stork didn't even get to play. Oh, well, this is the first step. Now Khan needs to get 3-0'd in the next match. Can anybody actually tell me who they're playing next? I hope it's like, let's see, they've played SKT already. Have they played KT? Have they played KT? They played CJ? Maybe get 3-0'd by CJ? Oh, it's against Stars. Oh, that's unlikely then. Well, I don't know. Zero and Sulky can probably take out even the Protosses. Who else can take out a Protoss though? Not sure. Well, that concludes the cast. That was apparently only 45 minutes. So I rushed home. I ran home and watched Khan get dominated. That's nice. Oh man, alright, hold on.